Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about pandas data frame, what is a data frame and how to create data frame in pandas. Data frame is a two-dimensional data structure, that is, data is aligned in a tabular manner in rows and columns. Series are used to work with one-dimensional array, whereas data frame can be used with two-dimensional arrays. Data frame can store multiple data type and size can be changed in data frame. Data frame has two different index, that is, column index and row index. We can perform many operations on data frame like arithmetic operations, column and rows selection, columns and rows addition, and so on. A pandas data frame can be created using various inputs like two-dimensional dictionaries, two-dimensional arrays, series, list, and another data frame object. So let's start how to create data frame. Let's see how to create an empty data frame. In data frame, D is capital and F is capital. So how to create an empty data frame? For this, import pandas as pd, give an alias name of pandas library, where df your variable name which will store your data frame. By using data frame function and without parameter, it will create an empty data frame. When you print df, it will create an empty data frame. So here you can see empty data frame is ready, columns and index. You can also check the type of your data frame. For this you can use type to know the type of data frame. So here is your data type, that is data frame. Now let's create data frame using list as a parameter. Create data frame using list. So while a series only supports a single dimension, data frames are two-dimensional objects. Let's see how to create data frame using list. Here is a variable lst which contains some elements as a list, that are, first is welcome, next is in, and third is Python. So now use data frame and pass your argument lst. So data frame function will convert your list into data frame and stored in variable df. Now print your data frame. So it will convert your list into a data frame. So here you can see on the left hand side 0, 1, 2, 3, these are row index, and here you can see the column index. You can also use multiple list. For example, the first list contains some values 190 and 96, that is list 1, and in list 2 variable contains elements that are 98 and 95. One more variable lst3 equals to, here are two elements 99 and 95, Now let's use all these three lists. By using these three lists, we can convert our list into a data frame. So for this, you can pass your list argument as a list, that is list 1, list 2 and list 3. You can also change or rename the index. For this, you can use index attribute. First row label for index is physics, then chemistry and maths, and IP. Okay, here we are using only 3 values in list 1 and the index we are passing, so it must be same for list 1, list 2 and list 3. So for index attribute, you can change its index. For list 1, list 2 and list 3, the indexes are physics, chemistry or maths. If you want to change the column labels, for this you can use columns, and the columns are 2020, 2021 or 2018, like this. So by using column attribute, you can change the columns label, or by using index attribute, you can change the index labels. Where the values are not matched, it will return not a number. Now let's see how to create data frame using dictionary. If you are not using list, or if you want to convert your dictionary into a data frame, so for this, let's take some dictionary in variable d1. The keys are physics and its value 100. Next key is chemistry, its value 98. Next key is maths and value. Next key is IP, or its value is 100. In the same manner, define another dictionary in variable d2, or you can take one more variable for dictionary 3. It will also contain the same keys. You can change its values 99, 95, 99, or here you can change 97. And in dictionary 3, let's take only 2 keys. First is physics with value 97, and second key is IP with value 99. Now let's convert these dictionary into data frame. So for this, use pd.DataFrame, and here you can pass your dictionary and convert it into data frame. So for this, here is the year and the dictionary variable d1. Second is year, 2019 as a key and its value as a dictionary variable d2 2018 and dictionary 3. So when you used dictionary, so it will convert your dictionary into data frame where your keys becomes column label. Let's see the output. So here you can see all the keys you passed in your data frame becomes column labels, and in variable d1 the inner keys becomes its index labels. You can see again. So here is your outer keys as a column label and inner keys becomes row index label. So like this you can convert your different dictionary variables into a data frame, or you can also use or convert your dictionary. So create data frame using dictionary having values as list. Now let's see how to convert dictionary into data frame where all the values of dictionaries are passed as a list. So for this, here is my first key, that is students, and here you can pass its values as a list. The first value is Anuj, next is Anjali, next is Vidhi, next is Nishant. So here is the key and its values as a list. You can use comma and use another key, that is marks, and its values. Next key is grade or its values. So you can pass here the values 90, 85, 98 or 78, and the grades are A, B, C, D, like this. Now convert your dictionary into data frame. So for this, use pd.DataFrame and use your variable dict, which contains your dictionary and the values as a list. So when you run this program, you can see the outputs as the key becomes the column labels and the values becomes its data value in data frame. You can also change the row labels by using index attribute. If you want to rename the index, row index, for this you can use index, you can use or type any index values here, run it. So here you can see your row label index has been changed, but you must be careful, the number of index given must match the length of value. You cannot use like this, so it will gives you an error. So the given index must match the length of values like this. Now let's try to create data frame using dictionary having values as dictionary. For this, use dict variable which will store dictionary and its values as dictionary here. Next is teacher and its value as a dictionary. So here you can use in values as a dictionary the key and the value, age 34, gender male. Here is a student, you can change the age, and the teacher name is Jigyasa. Age 40 years and designation of teacher is lecturer. So by using pd.DataFrame, convert your dictionary into data frame. So when you convert this dictionary, so inner dictionary keys passed as row indexes and outer key dictionaries becomes its column labels. So here you can see these are outer dictionary keys as columns and inner dictionary keys as indexes. Here the value is not matched, so it will return NaN. So like this you can create your dictionary. In dictionary, the inner dictionary keys will become the columns and inner dictionary values will make rows. You can also create data frame from a list of dictionaries or list. You can create dictionary of dictionaries, you can also create data frame using 2D AND array. So now let's see how to create data frame using 2D AND array. Creating data frame using AND array. For this, use import numpy as np. Here is your variable which contains some elements. By using np.array, by using array function, you can create your arrays. These are our AND arrays. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 or 16. So now let's convert these arrays into data frame. So you can see here we can convert 2D arrays into data frame. You can also create data frame using another data frame. For example, let's see, here we create some arrays. Let's change some index here. Index equals to A or B. Define its columns equals to 1, 2 or 3. Let's see the changes. Okay, now let's convert, or sorry, now let's create data frame using another data frame. So for this, use another variable df2 equals to pd dot dataframe and pass your data frame. So it will create df2 using df and print your another data frame in variable df2. So here you can see, here is your data frame df, or here is your data frame df2. And in the next video we will see how to add columns or rows into data frame. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can write an email. Thank you for watching this video.